We are beginning our lesson on how are animals different. Before we begin, I want you to put your name across the top in the little green box. And you are going to find the lesson vocabulary. It says to preview the lesson and write the 6 vocabulary terms here. So I want you to now go and find the 6 vocabulary words and write one on each of the lines. Now pause and find the bold print highlighted vocabulary words. After you write your 6 vocabulary words in the lines, I want you to turn the page, pick it up by the steeple, and you should now be looking at page 196. 196. All kinds of animals. Animals have different shapes and sizes. They have body parts that help them move in different ways. Some animals walk and run. Others fly or swim. Animals have different body coverings. Some have fur or hair. Others have scales or feathers. This shows you a picture of a sloth, and I want you to pick up your packet by the steeple and flip it over. We are now looking at page 197, ways to group animals. You can group animals by feathers or fur. You can group animals by how they move, like do they swim or can they climb. You can group animals by their size. Are they big or small? And it says to circle the words that help group animals by the way they move. So how do animals move? They can swim or they can climb. Pause the video if you need to circle that. And turn the page to page 198. On page 198, they are describing mammals. So everything on this page has to do with mammals. A mammal, bold print highlighted vocabulary word, circle it. A mammal has fur or hair. Most mammals have live young, so that's also important to know. We're going to underline that a mammal has fur or hair. That's the easiest way to tell by looking at an animal if it is a mammal. We are also going to underline the important information that most mammals have live young. A young mammal drinks milk from its mother's body. People are mammals. And there are some captions on this page that shows you a golden lion tamarin, a giant anteater, and a jaguar, and all of these have fur. So it says to label the body covering you see, and it says a mammal has fur or hair. So all of these we would say have fur. Here is the word fur, starts with the F, copy it at the bottom. Pause the video if you need to catch up with your underlining or your answer. And when you are finished, flip the packet over. So you are looking at page 199. On page 199, this entire page is about birds. A bird, bold print highlighted vocabulary word, circle it. A bird has feathers. That's the easiest way to tell by looking at an animal. If it is a bird, it will have feathers. Birds also have a beak and wings. That's also important to know. Underline it. Birds also have a beak and wings. Most birds use wings to fly. Birds lay eggs. That's also important to know. Underline it. Birds lay eggs. They find food to feed their young. So they do not make milk to feed their young like a mammal can do. Birds go find it. I see this as a quetzal, a toucan, and a parrot. And it says to label the body covering you see. So what do all birds have covering their bodies? We see a bird has feathers. So copy the word feathers on the blank at the bottom of page 199. Pause the video if you have to catch up by answering your question at the bottom or with your underlining. Then turn to page 200. Page 200 says reptiles, and this is where I am going to stop the video so you can start again on part 2.